Hi everyone, my name is Vivian Cigarroa and I am a Euro tutor at Riverside Middle School. So last time I made a video on Texas Tech University and I gave you some of the information about the school. For this video, I'll give you a small recap about that information I gave, but also give you some of the advantages and disadvantages of attending Texas Tech University. So here we go. Texas Tech University. It is located in Lubbock, Texas. It is a large 4-year public university. The 6-year graduation rate is 59.7%. And the current tuition for in-state is $11,323. And for out-of-state, it's $23,770. So the advantages of attending Texas Tech University. Well, first of all, it has over 150 undergraduate degree programs, which means that you have a lot of options in what you want to major in. If you are taking IB courses, college level examination programs, AP courses, or dual credit courses during high school, Texas Tech actually allows you to transfer those credits into their system. And that means that you won't have to worry about taking any of the classes that you already took in high school. And so you'll be able to save a lot of money, and you'll also have the chance to graduate earlier since you're already ahead of the game. The acceptance rate for Texas Tech is 70.7%, meaning that more than half the applicants actually get accepted into Texas Tech University. Texas Tech is a large campus, so it does have a lot of organizations. So currently they have over 500 student organizations, which is really good because there's so many different things that you can get into. There's always a club for anything. And that'll be a really great thing to involve while you're in college because you get to learn a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge, and you get to meet new people, which is amazing. Especially once you start nearing towards graduation, you'll be able to network and hopefully secure a job. Another advantage of Texas Tech is that it has top tier athletic programs, which means that many other athletic programs are actually best in the nation, which is amazing. If you're interested in some type of sport, Texas Tech University might be the place for you. Now moving on to the disadvantages. So one of the disadvantages of attending Texas Tech is that the tuition is above national average for in-state. Currently, the national average for in-state tuition is $10,000, and for Texas Tech, it's $11,000. So it is a bit more expensive, and that's when you have to consider, financial aid, loans, or scholarships. You want to make sure that you plan that out in order to be able to pay for school. The second disadvantage also ties in with the first one. 46% of undergraduate utilize federal student loans. So that means that almost half of the undergraduate population actually has to take out student loans. And this also means that Texas Tech doesn't necessarily meet everyone's financial need. And once again, that's where you have to make sure that you apply to a lot of scholarships and that, financial aid is able to cover something. And you just have to keep that in mind, as you're applying to college, that, you have other sources of income in order to pay for school. And the third disadvantage is that it is a large campus, which means that a lot of the buildings will be far apart. So depending, what time your courses are at, you might only have 10 minutes or 15 minutes to go from one facility to another. And that could be from one side of the school to the other side. And you have to keep that in mind because, you might be on a time limit. Also, there is a lot of people. So sometimes it will seem that it's overcrowded and it might be overwhelming. So if you're not into big crowds and you prefer some smaller, you might want to look into maybe private schools because they usually tend to be smaller. But these are just things to consider, you know. It can be really hard, but sometimes it is fun because you get to meet different people and things like that. So as you're applying to these colleges, these are like maybe some of the things that you might want to look into. But these are basically it. And so that actually concludes my video. I really hope that I gave you enough information and that maybe you have a better idea where is it exactly that you want to go. But thank you for paying attention, and goodbye.